Nope. Go that way. Go that way. Bro. Buddy, go that way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Come on, son. Dogs wanna load up? Load up. Good dogs. Bit muddy, better put on my mud boots. Don't wanna ruin my nice new hires I'm wearing here. They are work boots, but one that's just plumb sloppy muddy. We'll be smart and put on the rubber boots. But yeah, a little brisk this morning. We kind of enjoying, I don't know if enjoying is the right word, but yeah, we were kind of enjoying the unseasonably warm weather. And there's something in my boot. Let's see what it is. Oh. A needle, capped, but yeah, I don't know what in the world. That's a 16 gauge needle. What I would have even had planned for that, but yeah, that's what happens when you got, you know, somewhat of a pharmacy in the truck. But okay, get these calves fed. We're gonna move them to the next pasture. Hopefully everybody's right here. We can get them moved. We'll talk more about that, but need to go ahead and start moving towards the other end of the farm for a few different reasons. Feed bin's getting a little low. I called yesterday to see if we could get some more delivered. But with the holiday tomorrow, I'm assuming it's probably gonna be next week before we get any. Hopefully we're not gonna run out. It's coming, boys. A little patience, all we need. Well, all right, everybody is here, so that's first win. As soon as they get done cleaning up this little bit of feed, we're gonna drive on down, try not to get stuck, slide around, tear up the pasture too bad, open the gate and let them run into the next pasture. We got 74 right here. There's actually a 75th calf in here. It's a little heifer, black white face. Hopefully I'll find her and we'll show her to you. We can get her to move too. I saw her just a day or two ago, but she hadn't been coming up to feed. I'm really not sure what happened to her. If we can get her on video, I'll let y'all give your opinion, but I think she's injured herself in her back end. She still gets up, gets around pretty good. We have treated her, put some Pour-On Banamine on her one day. I was able to get, she's still up and moving well enough. That was a challenge, but just could get close enough to her to do that. But yeah, because of that, she'll come up and eat out of the hay feeders every now and then, but she hasn't. I don't know if it's because she knows she's afraid of getting bumped and pushed around, knocked down at the feed bunks or whatever. But yeah, there is, when I say they're all up here, all the ones I expected to be up here, hopefully we'll find her too. But man, yeah, it's brisk. That, you know, it's 40, 45 degrees, but that wind is, I don't know, it's getting it. Looks like they're all just bouncing around from bunk to bunk, trying to clean up the last crumb or two. So normally if I ride around looking for anything like that lame heifer, they all just come follow me. And so, yeah, it would just be fitting for today that they not cooperate. But I already see a few of them going to follow us down here. It'd be nice if they come through this gate single file so we can confirm again. We get a good count on them, but yeah, I believe they're going to follow us. Come on through, babies. Come on through. Two, 4, 6, 52, 54. All right, there better be 20 more of y'all. Normally, anytime we move pastures, they're just dying to move to the next pasture. They get in there and just take on off up the hill, and they're just wanting to hang out. They're getting to be, hey. I don't want to get too political and tick off half our audience, but y'all know my political views. I'm tempted to say they're just sitting here looking like a handout, or looking for a handout, just like too many people in this country these days. Like, hey, bro, you just fed us. How about you feed us some more? No. Y'all got to work for some of your food. We got a few in there that are on the right side of the aisle. Y'all get back through that gate. And now here I am, I can't even remember where my count was. I think I was at 66 or 67. Y'all get. Got a few more coming. But I need y'all to go. Go, there's good grass, especially if I get up over that ridge. There's really good fescue. I know good and well there's gonna be plenty stockpiled to hold y'all for at least a few days before y'all need some hay. Got 3 more there behind the truck, which I would drive off back up there, but I know as sure as I do, these are gonna run. And I just don't wanna leave the gate open. I'd rather shut this gate, and from now on, I'll come in the other way and feed them. Anyway, one thing about it, you having livestock, if you don't have any patience, you learn to, or either you just stay mad all the time. And it's probably better just to learn some patience. Come on, you 3. The problem is there should be 4 or 5 more behind them. Well, as I've been riding around looking for that one heifer, haven't found her, all these dudes decided to come back in here. Normally you open a gate to a new pasture, they don't even look back. They want to run and check things out. But I don't know if it's the fact they know at this time of year there's probably not a lot of grazing or what, which it's not too big of a deal because we still had 3 that were just standing at the feed bunks, like picking up every last little crumb, which, hey, I appreciate them not wanting to waste anything, but so I guess what I'm getting at is we've accomplished absolutely nothing to this point. Now, here they are following me again. Challenge now is going to be, because a few of them did stay in the new pasture, now being able to get any kind of an official head count where I can confidently shut the gate and say we've officially moved pastures. It's probably going to be near impossible, but we'll see. I guess we're just going to drive the truck on through and hope to not get stuck down here in this bottom, because otherwise I don't think all those other calves are going to follow me. All right, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. That put us at 24, 26, 28, 30. And not as many came back through the other direction as what I'd initially thought. We're probably just gonna have to go ahead and shut the gate, and we're going back out that way. If I see anyone, I'm going out. we'll just know that, yeah, we need to come back and open the gate up again. Come on, calves. Yeah, got a lot of stuff to do today. No like huge, super major task. And then now these, gotta watch my language. Now these geniuses are running back down here too. Come on, dudes. Well, it took me walking up this way, but I think we finally got them all. They decided, oh yeah, let's go on up that way. I believe, if I counted right, these last 3 stragglers puts us at 74. So now I'm back to just needing that heifer. And I don't know, kind of the routine with her here lately is I only see her once every so often because she, you know, kind of hangs by herself, and kind of got to the point where I just don't worry about it too much. Saw her, today's Wednesday, I think I saw her Monday. It wasn't, I don't know, it was Sunday or Monday, somewhere in there, but, and she looked as good as she has been, so. But she's gonna be laid up somewhere, probably in the woods, just chilling. And there's plenty of spots she could be laid up hiding, and us just walk right by her and not find her. So I don't know how much more effort I'm gonna put into that. But the good thing now that they moved away from this gate, I can leave that gate open while I look for her for a minute and see if I can ease her this way. So we'll see. But yeah, it's already, golly, it's nearly 9 o'clock now. All right, back home, brought that feed bin on in. Actually, already went ahead and put out some hay here in this front pasture for the cows here at home. Got kind of gate shut for the most part, where cows are now in this pasture. We'll allow the horses to have what we kind of call the back pasture. Keep them separated, keep the horses from picking around at the rolls of hay. And, well, even this morning when I fed the cows up here, the horses were in here eating, and they went out there and started bullying the cows and running them off from feed. So, yeah, just better to have them separated for the rest of, well, the hay feeding season the next few months. Shut a few of these other gates. I'm gonna go ahead, this cow-calf pair, the calf that we've been treating with swollen joint, I'm gonna go ahead and turn them back out. With the rest of the herd, I'm gonna go ahead and put the bull back here. Kind of moving everything to where they will be a little more permanently for the winter season, more or less. Getting ready, here for the next week or two, we'll have a barn full of our 9 steers and or heifers. Probably got a couple of heifers that we're gonna feed out too. You know, to yeah, just get them on that finishing ration for the rest of the year. And I thought I had a bucket of feed down here, and I don't. Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can get this bull to follow me. He'll be cooperative. We kind of got junk everywhere, but I run him out this gate right here and go right back down there to the pasture. Then I'll just let the cow and the calf go the other way. Yeah, if I'd been smart enough to get a bucket of feed, it would have probably been a much simpler process getting him to follow me. But I'll see if I can trick him. There's an empty bucket over there. He doesn't know it's empty. And so, if I can get him to just follow us like that. And I could open gates over there, but then that puts him on the wrong side of the pen. So, I'll just pull a couple of pins out of that panel. See if he'll follow me right out of here. Come on, dude. There you go. Actually. Oh, buddy. I mean, I don't know how you missed that opening. Come on, go out that way. Go. Well, he's cooperating about as poorly as possible. I was about to say, man, this couldn't have gone any smoother. And nope, he pulled a 180 on me, which he thinks he's about to get fed in here. Come on, dude, come on this way. Come on this way, big guy. which in the past I would put a cow back here with him, just somebody to keep him company. I don't know. He's a pretty big boy. He should be content by himself, but yeah, time will tell. Come on, dude. Come on this way, buddy. Come on, big guy. Woo! Woo! It's kind of awkward. We used to have I think it was pre-YouTube, but we used to feed out just a few hogs right here. Had this little tiny run-in shed for them. It worked out pretty decent. Actually, feeding hogs was actually, in many ways, easier than feeding cattle. You just fed them. You keep corn in front of them non-stop. They wouldn't overeat and go off feed like a steer will. My problem with the hogs was the hogs, it was loading them on the trailer, which of course I learned and I've had other people tell me since, like, you got to feed them on the trailer for several days before you actually intend to haul them. And I did not do that. I always just, would wait until the day it was time to take them to slaughter, and would load them up right then and there. And yeah, that never worked out that well. All right, so he's being all sorts of goofy. He doesn't understand what's going on. See him to go through that gate over there. And in typical fashion, I've been a little bit lazy. I didn't close any gates this way, so nope. Go that way. Go that way. Whoop, nope, no, go that way, go that way. Bro. Buddy, go that way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Come on, son. All right, please don't go that way. He's gonna go that way. Well, I've screwed this up about as bad as I could have. He can't get with the cows going that way. I mean, at least not without jumping a fence. But it was definitely not the direction I wanted him to go. Okay, well, this is splendid. All right, well, let's do this. Let's see if we can get this cow-calf pair to cooperate. So that calf is moving really good. The joint's still swollen, but can't remember. I treated the initial time in the pasture, and I treated her twice up here in the barn, so she should be in pretty decent shape. The bull is just running and bucking and snorting out there in the pasture. He's really feeling himself. Okay, you two cooperated. Trying to think what's gonna be my best option. Guess probably jump on the four-wheeler, see if I can run him back up here. All right, dude, there's for real feed here this time. Here, here. Like, oh yeah, there is feed in there. All right. Come on. I'm gonna have to do it like this. Come on. You're smart. You won't pull your nose out so I can take it away. Come on, dude. Just a few more steps. Come on. All right, so he is where we intended for him to be. All right, bringing a couple rolls of hay down here. This crew that we just moved into, we call our middle pasture on this farm, which they should, like I mentioned this morning, have some pretty good stockpiled fescue, and just grass in general, to keep them pretty well content, but thought while it's not terribly muddy, maybe a good opportunity to go ahead and do this while I got a little time. Now, conveniently, they are right here at the gate. I may make some of the same mistakes I made at home this morning, that I'm going to leave that gate open in the hopes that they're not going to go through it up there to the front. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'd like to be able to ease over here, drop these 2 rolls, and I'll go back up to the front and grab a couple of rings to put around them. I'll put them out here on some of this hillside ground where there's primarily just a bunch of sage grass, some at least perceived to be poorer ground. See if we can get kind of a double function out of this hay, feed and fertilizer. Well, that did not go at all as planned. You know, I was setting them out like this so that they wouldn't roll off down the hill. But as they, as I was pulling out of that one bale, as you saw, it spun it, and then gravity did its thing. So, okay. I mean, not the end of the world. They can still eat that hay, and then they can go down there in the woods and pick on it. Not what I'd intended on. They're probably gonna waste a lot more than they otherwise would have, but yeah, par for the course. Things not going as planned. So, see if we can drop this one now, which now means I only need one bale feeder, because we're not gonna be able to get one down there into the woods where that one came up to rest against a tree. But yeah, always something. All right, so far so good. Now the challenge though is I need to run back out to the front, grab a hay ring, see if I can pick it up, carry it back here with the truck so I don't have to walk it all the way back here rolling it like a big hamster wheel. And yeah, the odds that they don't get to pushing and shoving on that bale and shoving it off down the hill is going to be our challenge. But yeah, fingers crossed that they behave, and then double crossed that they don't try to follow me out of here. But it looks like they are going to try to follow me out of here, so we're going to do the smart thing and shut the gate. At least if they're up here at the gate, maybe they won't be pushing on that roll of hay. Glass half full, always looking for the positives. She loaded up there about as easy as I could have asked for. Let's see if she'll ride. Well, not exactly the way that we drew it up, but I believe it may end up working out. That'll work. That will work. Dogs want to get out for a minute? Come on, dogs. Come on, pups. Okay. Yeah. Will be nice for just a day or two to not be feeding in slop and mud, but I think we're expecting a pretty wet stretch coming, starting, I think it's supposed to rain again maybe on Saturday, and then it's gonna be a wet next 10 to 14 days or so. So this will get muddy pretty quick, but they're also not gonna be back here for too long. We got a little stockpile of grass in here. If they're willing to pick around and work on it, they already have been pretty good. But yeah, beautiful day, just windy, breezy. We not sure what else we're going to get into the rest of the day, so may kind of wrap it up here. I got a few little odds and ends to do around the house, and brother and I kind of hinted around we may make the trip west across the river this evening to try to shoot a few ducks in the morning on Thanksgiving Day, and then get back home for lunch. We don't have any big family Thanksgiving until actually the weekend, so I don't have to rush back for that. My wife and kids are actually headed to Middle Tennessee to hang out with my wife's family for the holiday. Our office, we're open on Friday. Amazing how many people are like, oh, wow, y'all are open on Friday? I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, it's a vet hospital, it's a service industry. Like we can't just take a 4-day weekend just because, like, maybe the banks and some other places can. So, yeah, with that in mind, I can't go out of town anyway, not with them. I guess I could and then turn around and drive right back, but that's just a lot. And, going separate because they're going to want to stay and hang out longer and that sort of thing. So I'll go the other direction and duck hunt. So I don't know. But that'll be very, very brief. We'll be back home tomorrow by lunch because, hey, I come back down here and feed this crew, be sure they haven't done anything silly, take care of things around the house. And then we've still got, I guess, just still those same 6 cows yet to calve. And a couple of them, looking at them this morning, look like they could go at any moment now. But we appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully, y'all are going to enjoy some beef, or by the time you're watching this, maybe you already have enjoyed some beef on your Thanksgiving menu. It's okay to have the obligatory turkey, there. I always joke, hey, it makes you really appreciate, good proteins a lot more whenever you do, kind of choke down some of that inferior stuff. But appreciate y'all watching. Y'all check back in with us next time. We're going to be, we'll move these up one more pasture, and then like that boy there, the horned Hereford, the other big tall one, number 413. Maybe a couple others be going to the house to get on their finishing ration to make some beef for somebody by springtime. But yeah, lots of stuff going on. Well, we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all eat beef and God bless.